it will help us to accelerate our design process better. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Jason Khor from Aero to present your talk today. Please, Mr. Jason.
Thank you, Dr. Dito. It was good to see you that time. So great to be able to share, what we have. And I'd like to, thank you for the opportunity to be able to share the technologies that we have at Aero. And also thank you for the organization of this event. And good morning, selamat pagi to everybody. So, and let me start with some videos, and then we go into the presentation proper. Okay. So as you may or may not know, Aero is a partner for McLaren Formula One. And this year, McLaren has won the Constructors' Championship for Formula One. So I think we are very proud of that. We're very proud of the McLaren team. And so, yeah, it really shows the innovation and technology that we are really pushing the boundaries to win races. And in Aero, we believe that new technologies will make life not only different, but better. And to tell this story, I share with you another video.
Playing outside, going to school, just being 9 years old. This was Sasha's world. Until everything changed. Sasha's world was shattered. After Sasha and her family made it to North America, we found a way to help. Unlimited Tomorrow, with the help of Arrow, have developed advanced prosthetics previously unavailable to kids like Sasha. Her courage inspired us to bring these innovations to other Ukrainians in need. When technology has the power to heal, we're here for the how.
Yeah, and so in this Sasha story, right, it is showing how technology has helped to make this little girl's life better. Her father was killed in the Ukraine war, Russia war, and she managed to escape, but her hand was destroyed. So this company, with our help, has helped to make a prosthetic, which is very low cost. The important part is the low cost, and also using her remaining arms nerves to sense the nerves and then control the robotic arm. Okay, so this is something that we do that really, when you make your technology, right, when you develop products, think of something that can help improve people's lives. So this is at the core of what we do. Okay. And to introduce Aero a little bit, we are a 34.4 billion company around the world with 20,000 employees. So we are headquartered in Colorado, USA. And so we've been around for a long time. And in Singapore, we are a headquarters for the region outside of China. So China, there's another headquarters. Over in Singapore, we have another headquarters which covers ASEAN, ANZ, Australia, New Zealand, India, Korea, Japan. So that is our region. For me, my name is Jason, and I am taking care of engineering team in ASEAN. So which includes Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam. So these few countries, right? Okay. And in complexity is what we specialize in. That's why we are a global distributor and having presence in many countries. So wherever your part is designed, shipped to different location and all those things, we are really very good in doing this. And for R&D wise, and also having labs, so we have a few labs in Hong Kong, Dongguan, Bangalore, and also in Singapore. So the one in Singapore looks like this. We collaborate with NTU, Nanyang Technological University, to have a lab there so that startups, SMEs can come and give. We have our FAE team, Field Application Engineering team there, and to give advice on how you can create new products, because our FAEs are experienced in R&D before. We have designed boards before, we have designed products before. We know what are the mistakes that new designers make. We know what are the process to do, and also troubleshooting process. So if you want to make a low power battery operated device, then you have to design things which everything must be low power from scratch. So if you want really high power, high efficiency, it's a different method. So depends on your goal, what you want to design. Then we can cater and advise what is the best part and best block diagram to use. Okay. Of course, you don't need to come to our lab to get the advice. We can go through Zoom or Teams meeting. Then we can also give this kind of advice. Okay. So in our lab, we have this equipments. We host webinars. So next year, we will schedule some webinars that we will invite, BRIN, and then BRIN can help to, let you guys know what is the webinars that we are going to make. Then you can join us. It's free, of course. We have this kind of trainings. Yeah, this is a greenhouse. We also want to plant some, be green, sustainability, and have some vegetable to eat as well. So that's what we have in our lab. And we have a SAM car simulator. You might asking, well, what is SAM car simulator? This is also for fun, but it also showcase something very important in technology in order to make people's lives better. And that is what I want to show you next. So in this video, right, the Sam was a race car driver, but he crashed and became paralyzed from the neck down. So we call this a paraplegic. Very hard to pronounce. I also have hard time pronouncing this word, but paraplegics are paralyzed people from the neck down. So his hands, his legs all cannot use. Only he can move his head around. So, but he loves to drive. Always wants to race. And not only drive the car normal speed, he wants to drive fast. So that is a big challenge. And so our CEO decided, hey, let's build something for him. Let's build because he hates the IndyCar racing team, and we are the sponsor for his team. And so because he had the crash, we had to do something to help him. So I mean, we wanted to do something, and therefore we created this car that using IR infrared to detect. If you remember, you see his head, he has dots on his head, and the infrared camera will detect his movement. So he turn left, the car steering turn left and right according to his head. And then he has a tube that he breathes in and out, he blow, then it accelerate. So you can Google Sam car in YouTube. You can see many videos on that and many interviews. So now it gives a lot of inspiration to people to really go, and there's hope for even the paraplegics, the paralyzed people. There's hope using technology to really improve their lives. So this is something that we really are very proud of, and to use technology to help people who are in need. So again, that is at our core of our belief system. Not only use technology to make money, but use technology to make people's life better. I think that is a better goal than just to make money. Okay, so that is something we truly believe in. And with that, right, we have so many line cards. This is just like maybe 10 or 20% of what we have. The many brands you see, all are familiar brands, all the chip maker brands. Some may not be familiar to you because when you buy an iPhone or you buy a laptop, you don't know what is inside. But a lot of these brands are inside. And also, you may not know, a lot of these brands we sell through Arrow. So Arrow is the one that bring all these brands together into a single product. And that's where we are like the supermarket or hypermarket of electronic components. When you need something to be done, a product to design, we can give you a block diagram, and then you decide what you want to use in your product, and then we can work together to decide, oh, this is too expensive, or this spec is no good enough, we will change, and so on. So that is the ongoing process we have. Okay. And I just share with you some of the solutions that we develop in-house. So some of these, like in the automotive solution, we have a lot of boards that we have developed in-house. Of course, this is for EV. And we also do have some of these products can be used in a normal traditional car as well. So you see we are sponsoring Formula One and all that to show we are also very strong in automotive. And from even the headlights, from headlights to compressors, onboard chargers, fuel cell, and all the way to even the charging station, some of the modules inside. So we have a lot of boards on that. So I will not go through each board because there's like, will take up maybe a week of time to go through everything. But just to show you a snapshot of what we have just for this automotive. And then we do have other designs as well, like healthcare monitoring. So you can see here, this is using AI, and you can see that normal, right? In a normal situation, this is to monitor whether the baby or infant is still breathing or not. So because we do have a number of cases in a world where the infant stops breathing and nobody knows, because the breathing you cannot see, right? Normally you use your naked eye to see the breathing, you is not be able to see. But using this, we purposely enhance the breathing here. So using AI, and then the system is able to monitor the breathing and alert when the breathing stops. Okay, so this is one of the use case. It can also be used for measuring the pulse. So the pulse can be, you can enhance the pulse or amplify the video to see the pulse. So this is something, one of those devices that we developed. So this developed in-house in Aero. So it's just to showcase our capabilities. This using NXP chipset. Okay. So another is fall detection. So this is using, this is also an AI and using a camera and TOF, which is called time of flight. So to monitor fall detection in the old folks' home. Okay. So these are also another way to, yeah, so there are many things you can do, not only these two. So it's like unlimited usage for this kind of devices. Okay. And again, okay, I'm showing here the NXP solution that Aero developed. So as you can see from my slides here, this is only one supplier that we are working on the evaluation. There are so many suppliers we have, so I will not show you everything today, just show you a little bit. So NXP, we show you this tool just now, smart healthcare thermal sensing, but there are many things in the industrial realm, where you have EtherCAT, you have IO link. So these are industrial standard in the factory. So a lot of factories are being built in Indonesia today. And so a lot of them would require standard interfaces like EtherCAT, motor control, IO link, and so on. So there are many types of this kind of factory automation are also going to IoT. They are trying to go to wireless. We have so many types of wireless today. It's so confusing, but we know all of them. So that's why if you are not sure of certain thing, you can consult us and we can give some advice depending on what your end customer requires. So there are so many wireless technology here and we support all of them. I think not shown here is also 4G, 5G. We also have those. And we are also quite well versed with it, with the new rate cap and all those things. So it is a very confusing, right? So automotive, I mentioned before. And so, yeah, there's a lot of things here for the automotive as well. And not forgetting UWB, ultra wideband. You may have heard of this. So ultra wideband, now we use it for location tracking to locate, like in a factory, in a warehouse, very huge warehouse. Where is my trolley? Or where is this asset? So you put a location tracker there, you can tell real time where it is in the factory. And so there are a lot of parts here. So we also have ESS solution. Okay, so I'm not sure if you heard of E-Info Chips before. E-Info Chips is our design arm that is doing a lot of designs for third party, but their designs need to be paid. These are paid designs. So they provide total solution. That means from everything, hardware, software, everything they do. If you are like, I don't want to design anything, I just want to just deploy it. Yeah, so this is the type of solution that E-Info Chips, which is a part of Aero, it's an Aero company, is doing. So this is a ESS, which has a full capacity, like a 1 megawatt type of ESS. Okay, yeah, if you're don't know what ESS is energy storage system. So it's when you have solar panels, right? When you want to deploy solar panels, the sun comes out in the day, but you only need lighting at night. So where do you store the sun's solar charge? in the batteries. So this is where this comes in, okay? And will be able to power houses, power EV charging stations, power factories, different things. So this is what ESS is. I think in a early stage now, Indonesia may not be having too many ESS deployment, but other countries in Europe, in other Asia, they have a very big deployment already. So because the solar farms, when you have solar farms, you will need this. And therefore, when the solar farm have big deployment in Indonesia, you will definitely need this as well. So there are many things inside there I cannot go through today, but there are a lot of batteries and a lot of things to take care, because there are many cases of fire. Because this is one huge battery, and when it explodes, you get a big explosion. And when this explodes, it go to the next one, and you have your whole solar farm on fire. So it's very important to take care of the safety and also the security. You also don't want people to hack into this. So everything here is a full scale solution. Okay. So just to show you a small portion of this where you need a battery, right? So there is BMS, Battery Management System, BMS. So if you do not have a BMS to manage your battery, you will have very high chance of fire, battery fire. You may have heard of many cases, the e-scooter or PMD buying from China, import in, then on fire. That's because they don't have BMS. They just plug DC straight into the battery charge. So one day you wake up your house on fire because of the China type of solution that some of you guys buy. So because it's not expensive, much more expensive to make the BMS, but it is difficult because you need the software. You need development time, you need to hire engineers to develop the BMS for your battery, and it's very troublesome to design. So that's why the China solutions will just skip this part, and that's where the fire and problem starts. So a lot of governments out there right now, they are trying to make a standard like ISO 26262. You may have heard, is a safety standard for automotive and those e-bikes. So Singapore already mandated ISO 26262 must be there. So if you want to pass ISO 26262, you need to have BMS in your whole system for battery operated devices. And therefore, we have many solutions. This is one of them only. This is NXP solution. We have Infineon, we have ST Micro, and many other brands. Okay. Yeah, and this is also a solution from ST Microelectronics. So we have many solutions on that. Yeah, there's bi-directional charger. This is on the EV charging. So bi-directional means, what is bi-directional? Means you charge your car or bike, but suddenly your house blackout, you can use your car to power your house. So it's two-way. It's one-way AC come in and going out is DC to the battery. But bi-directional means you can use your DC, your car battery, to make it into AC and then power your house. So emergency use. Or sometimes people call it vehicle to grid, V2G. So you can sell, not like, let's say at night, the electricity is cheaper. So certain countries have this, at night electricity is cheaper, then you charge your car. Daytime, if you're not going out, electricity becomes more expensive. You put your electricity back into the grid and then you earn money. So in the end, you earn money. by doing this, because you sell the electricity back to the government. So some countries practice this. So it depends on the government. Yeah, so ESS I already talked about. ESS also you have bidirectional because your solar panel is DC. Then you want to go out is AC. So some solar panel you can directly use the power immediately, but normally it's not enough. It's also when suddenly the rain come, the cloud cover, you don't have power, so you need ESS. Okay, so there are many other devices here. So this is a factory automation. We are big on factory automation. So I/O link, you got master, slave. So the I/O link master is the controller in the factory automation. And then we have slave. Slave means the sensor, actuators that you have along the line. You have hundreds or thousands of slaves normally in the factory or production floor. So we have many different reference design. So these are reference design you can take, free to use. And then the chip, okay, the chip is a semi-custom chip from Arrow. So you can buy the chip from us. It's already I/O link certified. You don't need to pay money to the I/O link the standard body to get it certified. We are already pre-certified the chip. It is both Arrow and ST joint development. Okay, so I/O link is here. And motor control. Many things need motor control, especially in the factory area, or even many of the appliances also need motor control, like simple hair dryer. So now we have a very high speed motor control. So you know Dyson hair dryer, Dyson vacuum cleaner, right? So you can also make your own Dyson one. Okay, you don't need to, you can market yours because we can go at very high, 110,000 RPM. You know a car, right? Car maximum speed is 6,000 RPM only. Car engine. So this is 110,000. Formula One engine is only 16,000 RPM. This is 110,000. So you can imagine the speed. So on BLDC motor. BLDC is brushless DC motor. So we have motor control not only for brushless DC motor, also PMSM, we have AC motors, all those kind of thing we can do. We have a few motor experts in our engineering team that can help to fine-tune motors. Okay, motor control is not easy, especially when I go high speed. Okay, yeah. So air conditioning, compressor also have. So yeah, there are many things, and all of this, right? If you want to make it IoT, very easy. We have modules for them. Okay. Yeah, we even come up with our own traction inverter for e-bikes. Okay, now so we have this solution which this is developed by our own FAE, our engineering team in Thailand. Okay, with that, I end my presentation. And if you need to send me a mail, my email is down here, jason.khor@arrow.com. Yeah, with that, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you want to know more about something, I can show you maybe some slide, which, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Jason, for your presentation. So you mentioned some of the solutions that Arrow and your partners have built in the embedded system industry, especially I think supporting the automotive industry, which cover the battery management system and also the motor control. So obviously, this short 50 minutes time for the talk, we will not be able to cover anything that you have done. So probably we will give about around 15 minutes for Q&A from all the engineers that have attend this event, whether they have some follow-up questions regarding the solution or anything. So please, if you would like to ask Jason, whether from chat or you can just raise your hand and ask him directly. Okay, we have Mr. Harwianto. Please raise your question. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the inspiring kind of summary or talk. I'm not a researcher, but I'm a practitioner, but I'm already retired as a principal geophysicist retired person, but I admirer of technology. So especially the example at the beginning about the race driver, that at the end he has to use the movement of his head to control the car. And about 2 decades ago, I watched Japanese TV on the reporting the development of research, something to do with the transfer of signal or transfer of maybe a kind of electricity or something like that from one person to another person by holding the hands. Okay, so this two looks like there is a link. Now my question is whether this one is still of interest, that the current development could be much more kind of improving so much from that time, so that I'm trying to imagine that perhaps not with the movement of the body, but probably with the movement of message from our head, from our brain, that we can tell any system or any tools that can do whatever we like to do, just using thinking in our mind. Is that already out of date or still developing, or a possibility? Thank you, Jason.
Good question, Mr. Hawinto. Okay, so this is very early stage. What you're saying is using the microchip to tap on the brain signals. So this is in very, very early stages of R&D. It's now still in R&D stage, where universities and even Elon Musk, he started a company doing this to tap signals from the brain to do something. So it's now just in a state of gathering the data and being able to control one or two things by thinking. So it's very, very early stage now. So it may be 10 years down the road or longer before we really implement this in a chip and really make use of this. So, but that is in progress. Yes, that is in progress. And by the way, the what we are doing in between for the car, the paralyzed driver Sam. So we are upgrading his system to use AI now. So he don't need to wear a hat or cap and all those things. So we just use a camera with AI function to be able to detect whether he's going left or right and all that. So, and we also upgraded his car to a McLaren. So he used to drive another brand car. So yeah, but it is definitely progressing. This field of research is very exciting. Thank you.
Okay, so just to add a little bit on the one that I mentioned, where the Japanese about 2 decades ago to explore about the possibility of transferring the signal or the electricity through the human bodies. That at that time that it was demonstrated that people can share musics just by holding the hand. Is it still part of the topic that being developed, or it's not anymore because of
Right.
the 5G or maybe 6G later on?
Yes, because of wireless technology, right? That is no longer, I don't see that being developed any further right now. It's so easy now to use wireless BLE to just play music. And so with that, right, it's so low cost and so simple to implement. The whole world is taken by storm by these low cost BLE solutions with TWS functions. You want stereo, you want surround sound, you want noise cancellation, everything is in there. So yeah, so we don't really see what you mentioned on the holding hands transfer of power anymore. We do see the transfer of power wirelessly. So wireless charging, you know, now on the phone is wireless charging is normal.
Yeah.
But we are now seeing wireless charging for cars taking up. So more and more solutions are coming out, more and more people are making this kind of products for wireless charging cars. Because you don't want to park your car and then have to bring in the thing and plug it in. So you just want to park your car and then boom, it charged by itself. Finish.
Or while driving, yeah.
Yeah, all while driving, yes. So that is
Okay.
also being developed. Yeah, the Japanese as well as the Europeans are looking into making the highway wireless charging. So when you're driving, you are charging the car. So that's something that is being developed.
Oke, thank you so much Jason, and terima kasih sekali untuk kesempatan pertanyaan ini. Terima kasih Pak.
Terima kasih.
Thank you so much for your question. Is there any other who wants to ask Jason about the presentation or anything? You can raise your hand or ask him in the chat. So I think Jason, while waiting for the other questions, I have a question for you. So you discussed a bit about solutions for motor control and battery management system, and I'm sure that you have more solutions in other fields such as probably IoT or wireless communication. And here we have hundreds of researchers that is doing research, developing solution related to those fields. And then sometimes we need to develop things from scratch because we don't have reference for that. Since you have built so many solutions using the available chipsets or components from your partners, is it possible for you and us to cooperate together? For example, instead of our researcher developing things from scratch, and they can just collaborate with you using the available solution, and then modify the parameters or the end goals from that set of developing from scratch. So yeah, please, do you have any comments on it?
Yes. So depending on what field or what type of module that your researchers would want to work on. So there are thousands of modules that we have, and also the technology. So let's say we do have customers coming in to say, okay, I want to use your chipset for Wi-Fi, but I want to make it further. So I want to add some PA, power amplifier, onto it. I want to enhance the distance to it. Yeah, then they can go ahead and do modify the things. So there are also like now people want to develop a lot of AI things, then they're like, okay, how do I start? And yeah, is I never done AI before. So we do have development kits that they can buy and start developing, trying out on it. So AI is not about just using NVIDIA and finish. So that one you need to buy a PC, you need to put in the GPU, all those things. So another alternative to NVIDIA is the NVIDIA Jetson Nano. You may know that as well. We also sell that NVIDIA Jetson Nano. It's like $300-400 and able to do AI to power robotics and different kind of applications. But on top of that, right, we also have very low cost AI. It's like less is cheaper type of AI, like I show the NXP CPU. NXP CPU is not expensive if you when you run production. But if you buy the evaluation kit, of course it's an evaluation kit price that's separate. But when you run production, it is cheap. So those have, we call it a specialized AI. That means it cannot do everything AI. It does something good. Maybe if you want to recognize the face for door entry, then you can use that. So we have the algorithms ready for facial recognition, for object recognition. Then you can make use of that to develop something out of it. Yeah, so these are some examples that we can use. If you want to IoT it, then it's easy also. There are so many modules out there that we can suggest to use for IoT connection. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. So we're still waiting for a question from Research Center of Electronics Researcher. If you wanna ask something to Jason, please raise your hand. I think while waiting, I have one more. Well, actually, question for you. You mentioned at the beginning you're partnering with NTU, which is an research and development think tank. Uh, and I think one of my ideas, I think you can also consider partnering with us at your innovation center because the arranger of this event is a small part of BRIN, which is the Research Center of Electronics, and we have around 100 researchers that surely can support if you from the industry want to build something new, some new solution for anything for your clients, everything. So you can come to us and partner at the and the think tank. Same with the NTU.
Yeah, we are definitely excited to start this dialogue with you and your team to really get something started with BRIN. So yeah, we're excited. We are now trying to work with yet another tertiary institution in Singapore to partner with them as well. And also in Vietnam, we are working with the Hanoi University as well. So yeah, we are constantly, because sometimes the bandwidth is limited on my side to have too many things going, but the goal is to partner with key institutions in the country to get this mind share going on technology. So yeah, we will definitely be very, very interested to work with you guys to get this partnership going. Yeah.
Okay.
Very excited.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jason. So I think since our time is almost up and there's no more question, I think probably they will ask you directly because they have your email and everything. So I guess this concludes session one from Jason, the senior engineering manager from Aero. Thank you so much, Jason, for talking with us today. And we have another session after this, which talks about the smart card development in Indonesia. If you want to stay and listen to that, just welcome. But if you have another agenda, so thank you so much for attending this event and talk to us.
Thank you Dr. Dito and thank you everyone. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Oke, untuk session kedua karena Pak Dwidharma akan membawakan dalam bahasa Indonesia, maka saya juga akan membawakan acara ini dalam bahasa Indonesia selanjutnya. Jadi tadi kita sudah dengarkan dari industri presentasinya mengenai apa saja yang available di industri untuk mensupport researcher dari sisi elektronik. Mungkin selanjutnya kita punya talk dari Pak Dwidharma Priyasta mengenai teknologi smart card ya. Jadi mungkin yang seperti kita ketahui penggunaan kartu pintar atau smart card ini sudah sangat ubiquitous ya, sudah sangat di mana-mana. Mungkin salah satunya yang paling kita kenal adalah prepaid card yang digunakan untuk membayar tol, parkir, dan mungkin menggunakan transportasi umum. Selain itu, kartu pintar ini juga digunakan untuk akses card, biasanya di gedung-gedung, dan kemudian yang kita bawa sehari-hari itu KTP kita juga sudah sebagian besar yang baru sudah menggunakan smart card sehingga bisa di-detect oleh reader dan data-datanya bisa dibaca. Berdasarkan level dari penggunaan tersebut yang sangat tinggi, maka kita di BRIN sebagai pioneer riset tentunya harus berperan penting ya dalam melakukan riset dan pengembangan teknologi smart card tersebut. Maka dari itu, siang ini sudah hadir Dr. Dwidharma Priyasta dari kelompok riset sistem elektronika tertanam untuk membantu menjelaskan kepada kita mengenai perkembangan terbaru di sistem kartu cerdas dan potensi dari Laboratorium Kartu Cerdas di Pusat Riset Elektronika. Oleh karena itu langsung saja saya persilakan Pak Dwidharma untuk memberikan presentasinya. Silakan. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Selamat pagi. Mohon maaf saya tidak mempersiapkan bahasa Indonesia. Presentasi ini adalah tentang potensi laboratorium untuk cerdas dan inovasi nasional.
Halo Pak Dwidharma. Sepertinya koneksinya agak mungkin sedang riset, mohon ditunggu rekan-rekan.
Mohon maaf, koneksinya terputus, tidak stabil sepertinya.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Dwidharma. Mungkin nanti kalau misalkan agak tersendat, nanti kita bisa off-cam saja. Nanti kan untuk slide-nya dari tim panitia ya, Pak Dwidharma. Silakan.
Iya, iya. Ini sudah kelihatan belum ya? Slide-nya belum ya?
Belum ada, Bapak.
Ini ya. Sudah kelihatan?
Sudah.
Sudah ya? Ya, saya ulangi lagi. Jadi presentasi ini adalah tentang potensi laboratorium kartu cerdas yang ada di Badan Riset dan Inovasi Nasional. Kartu cerdas adalah kartu berbahan dasar plastik seperti PVC, PET, PETG, dan lain-lain yang memiliki chip. Komponen dari chip sebuah kartu cerdas umumnya terdiri dari prosesor, memori, dan I/O seperti sebuah komputer. Mungkin kartu cerdas dapat dianggap sebuah komputer berukuran kecil. Catatan sejarah teknologi kartu cerdas dimulai pada tahun 1968 dengan diperkenalkannya inovasi kartu yang memiliki chip. Saat ini, produsen chip kartu cerdas meliputi beberapa perusahaan negara maju yang entah kenapa tidak termasuk Amerika Serikat. Sementara itu, integrator sistem kartu cerdas mengerjakan pembuatan sistem operasi untuk chip kartu cerdas. Walaupun beberapa produsen chip kartu cerdas juga menggunakan sistem operasi yang dikembangkan sendiri. Kartu cerdas memiliki standar fisik yang didefinisikan oleh ISO IEC 7810. ID1 atau ID1 adalah kartu cerdas yang seukuran dengan kartu debit, kartu kredit, atau kartu pembayaran elektronik. ID00 atau ID00 jarang ditemukan produknya. Sementara itu ID000 atau ID000 seukuran dengan SIM card untuk telekomunikasi. Secara umum ada 4 jenis kartu cerdas berdasarkan metode komunikasi. Pertama adalah kartu cerdas kontak yang dicirikan dengan adanya contact pad, umumnya berwarna kuning emas pada permukaan kartu dengan chip yang berada di bagian belakang dari contact pad tersebut. Standar ISO IEC 7816 menetapkan lokasi dari contact pad di permukaan kartu. Contact pad ini memiliki beberapa titik kontak dengan fungsinya masing-masing, seperti C1 dan C5 untuk memberikan pasokan daya, C2 untuk mereset kartu cerdas, C3 untuk sinkronisasi operasi, C6 untuk pemrograman memori, dan C7 untuk transfer data komunikasi. Sementara itu, C4 dan C8 belum didefinisikan fungsinya dan untuk penggunaan di masa depan. Berikutnya adalah kartu cerdas interkontak yang dicirikan dengan tidak adanya contact pad pada permukaan kartu, sehingga sering dikira sebagai kartu biasa. Chip kartu cerdas interkontak terdapat pada bagian bagian paling dalam atau core layer dan terhubung dengan kawat antena yang mengelilingi core layer tersebut. Pasokan daya diberikan menggunakan teknologi induksi elektromagnetik berbasis gelombang frekuensi radio atau RF dengan frekuensi operasi 13,56 MHz. Metode yang sama juga digunakan untuk transfer data dalam komunikasi. Teknologi yang digunakan oleh kartu cerdas interkontak beririsan dengan teknologi Near Field Communication atau NFC, sehingga kartu cerdas kontak dapat pula beroperasi dalam lingkungan NFC. Kemudian kartu cerdas hybrid yang memiliki dua chip, satu dengan antarmuka kontak dan satu lagi dengan antarmuka nil kontak. Terakhir adalah kartu cerdas dual interface yang memiliki satu chip dengan dua antarmuka, yaitu kontak dan nil kontak. Secara umum, proses manufaktur kartu cerdas kontak cenderung lebih sederhana dibandingkan dengan kartu cerdas nil kontak. Pada kartu cerdas kontak, chip hanya perlu ditempatkan pada lokasi yang tepat di permukaan kartu sesuai ketentuan standar. Sementara itu, pada kartu cerdas nil kontak diperlukan pembuatan dan penyambungan antena dengan chip pada core layer, dan kemudian pelapisan core layer dengan satu atau beberapa layer di atas dan di bawahnya. Seperti komputer, kartu cerdas juga membutuhkan sistem operasi untuk dapat bekerja. Beberapa contoh sistem operasi kartu cerdas adalah Native OS yang digunakan oleh produk MyFair Desfire dari NXP Semiconductors, kemudian berbagai sistem operasi untuk Java Card yang mendukung pemrograman dalam bahasa Java, Basic Card yang mendukung pemrograman dalam bahasa Basic, Skosta yang dikembangkan oleh pemerintah India, serta Multos. Teknologi kartu cerdas didukung oleh berbagai standar, utamanya adalah standar yang dikeluarkan oleh ISO IC. Standar ini mencakup spesifikasi teknis dan metode pengujian. Standar ISO IC 7810 menetapkan spesifikasi teknis kartu secara umum. Seri standar ISO IC 7816 ya, untuk spesifikasi teknis kartu cerdas kontak. Kemudian seri standar ISO IC 14443 untuk kartu cerdas nil kontak. Selanjutnya seri standar ISO IC 10373 bagian 1 atau D1 untuk metode uji kartu secara umum, 10373 bagian 3 untuk metode uji kartu cerdas kontak, dan 10373 bagian 6 untuk metode uji kartu cerdas nil kontak. Seluruh standar ini, standar ISO IC ini telah diadopsi secara identik menjadi standar nasional Indonesia atau SNI. Dan personil yang aktif di Laboratorium Kartu Cerdas BRIN turut serta dalam penyusunan seluruh SNI tersebut. Sementara itu, pemerintah Indonesia mendukung teknologi kartu cerdas melalui beberapa regulasi, khususnya yang dikeluarkan oleh Kementerian Kominfo, sekarang menjadi Kementerian Komdigi. Personel dari Laboratorium Kartu Cerdas BRIN juga turut membantu dalam penyusunan regulasi tersebut. Dukungan regulasi dari pemerintah terhadap teknologi kartu cerdas dapat menjamin kualitas produk teknologi tersebut yang telah diterapkan di berbagai sektor seperti transportasi, kependudukan, pembayaran elektronik, telekomunikasi, dan lain-lain. BRIN memiliki potensi untuk terus memberikan sumbangsih dan kontribusi nyata secara nasional dalam bidang teknologi kartu cerdas. BRIN memiliki laboratorium yang dapat digunakan untuk pengujian, riset, dan inovasi di bidang ini. Layanan pengujian dari laboratorium kartu cerdas BRIN telah dimanfaatkan oleh berbagai industri, khususnya untuk menguji kesesuaian produk belangko kartu elektronik dan reader kartu elektronik. Ruang lingkup pengujian yang dapat dilakukan di laboratorium ini pernah diakreditasi oleh KAN sampai tahun 2022 sebelum dibukukan. Jadi mohon maaf, di sini masih menggunakan gambar lama yang berlogokan. Keluaran riset dan inovasi yang dihasilkan oleh Laboratorium Kartu Cerdas BRIN juga telah memberikan kontribusi nyata secara nasional. Hasil riset dan inovasi tersebut mencakup pengembangan apet KPL yang dapat ditempatkan di berbagai produk Java Card untuk belangko KTP elektronik. Hal ini membuka peluang bisnis bagi produsen chip kartu cerdas. Selain itu, dihasilkan pula sebuah alat uji kesesuaian perilaku chip kartu elektronik yang dapat digunakan untuk memastikan kesesuaian perilaku chip kartu cerdas sebagai tempat bagi aplikasi KTP elektronik. Kebetulan sekali salah satu mitra pengguna hasil riset dan inovasi tersebut tadi menjadi salah satu pembicara dalam webinar pada hari ini. Jadi Aero Electronics PT Ltd Limited ya menjadi distributor untuk chip kartu cerdas buatan Infineon dan merupakan pionir yang menggunakan aplet KTP elektronik BRIN sejak tahun kalau tidak salah 2019. Salah satu keluaran riset dan inovasi lainnya adalah model reader KTPL yang telah menjadi referensi industri nasional. Model ini dihasilkan dengan dukungan program Insinas Kementerian Ristek tahun 2011-2012. Dan walaupun sudah cukup lama, tetapi sampai saat ini masih saja ada industri yang meminta asistensi teknis, meskipun jalur formal belum tersedia. Jadi seperti itu. Kesimpulannya adalah ekosistem teknologi kartu cerdas di Indonesia telah terbentuk yang meliputi standar, regulasi, serta fasilitas pengujian, riset dan inovasi sehingga harus dimanfaatkan secara optimal. Kemudian riset dan inovasi di bidang teknologi kartu cerdas seperti pengembangan chip kartu cerdas lokal. Berikut sistem operasinya perlu didukung demi kemandirian teknologi nasional dan memperkuat ekosistem digital yang berkelanjutan di berbagai sektor seperti transportasi, perbankan, dan layanan publik. Fasilitas pengujian, riset, dan inovasi di bidang teknologi kartu cerdas yang dimiliki oleh BRIN harus dikelola dengan baik dan disesuaikan dengan kemajuan teknologi di bidang tersebut. Terakhir, Laboratorium Kartu Cerdas BRIN telah memberikan sumbangsi dan kontribusi nyata secara nasional dan berpotensi untuk dimaksimalkan di masa depan. Terima kasih, sekian. Saya kembalikan kepada moderator.
Terima kasih Dr. Dwidharma atas presentasinya mengenai Laboratorium Kartu Cerdas dan juga apa saja output-output yang sudah dihasilkan, baik dari sisi tadi paten, kemudian dari sisi pemanfaatan teknologi, dan juga tadi ada referensi desain juga yang tadi sudah diadopsi oleh banyak industri. Mungkin langsung saja kita buka sesi pertanyaan 15 menit untuk Dr. Dwidharma. Jika ada pertanyaan yang berhubungan dengan kartu cerdas dan sebagainya, silakan raise hand atau juga silakan bertanya melalui kolom chat. Ya, baik. Mungkin sambil menunggu Pak Dwidharma, tadi saya ada melihat mengenai apa namanya pemanfaatan hak kita ya, kita berupa tadi apa IKTP. Itu berarti rekan-rekan partner, mitra dari industri itu memang apa ya, terjadi kerjasama lisensi begitu Pak Dwidharma dengan tim Bapak atau seperti apa?
Betul sekali. Jadi kerjasama dengan industri utamanya yang bergerak di bidang distribusi chip untuk KPL itu ada 6 mitra industri yang masing-masing membawa chip kartu cerdas yang dihasilkan oleh prinsipal dari luar, seperti sudah di-share tadi. Mungkin saya tampilkan lagi ya. Ada 6 sebenarnya mitra industri, misalnya Infineon yang dibawa oleh Aero Electronics Asia, kemudian Samsung chip dari Samsung Semiconductors yang dibawa oleh Yosun, juga perusahaan Singapura. Kemudian SI Microelectronics dibawa oleh PT Software Teknologi Indonesia. Chip kartu cerdas yang buatan TMC, Tongsing Microelectronics Corporation, ini adalah perusahaan dari Cina, dibawa oleh PT Sarana Teknologi Abadi, kemudian Shanghai Pudong Microelectronics Group. Ini kalau sebelumnya yang nomor 1 sampai nomor 4 ini dibawa oleh distributor, ini langsung perusahaannya langsung melakukan PKS dengan BRIN. Yang terakhir adalah chip kartu cerdas dari NXP Semiconductors yang dibawa oleh PT Purwokerto. Begitu. Aero adalah yang pertama kali melakukan kerjasama atau PKS dengan BRIN. Cukup banyak sudah chip KTPL yang menggunakan produk dari Infineon ya. Mungkin kurang lebih ada 50 juta ping, lebih dari 50 juta ping belangko KTP elektronik yang menggunakan chip buatan Infineon. Seperti itu.
Baik. Selanjutnya mungkin kira-kira kalau menurut Pak Dwidharma nih, perkembangan teknologi dari si kartu cerdas ini sendiri, selain apa yang sekarang sudah available di market gitu ya, menurut Pak Dwidharma ini arahnya seperti apa sih Pak?
Sepertinya untuk fabrikasi, yang jelas kita belum punya foundry ya, foundry sendiri kan mahal ya, mungkin tidak ekonomis. Tapi saya yakin dari sisi desain chip itu kita sudah bisa melakukannya sendiri. Nah, itu makanya diharapkan di dalam negeri juga ada hasil desain yang diimplementasikan menjadi chip kartu cerdas, yang di situ nanti kita bisa melakukan kolaborasi untuk menempatkan semacam, kalau dilihat di sini di update KTP elektronik itu sebenarnya adalah semacam sistem operasi yang berada di atas dari sistem operasi Java dan chip kartu cerdas ya. Sehingga kita jika ada chip buatan dalam negeri, kita bisa berkontribusi untuk dalam pengembangan sistem operasi tersebut. Misalnya untuk tujuan digunakan sebagai belangko KTP elektronik, kita bisa memberikan sharing knowledge seperti itu ya, untuk menghasilkan sistem operasi yang sesuai. Dan juga kita punya alat uji kesesuaiannya. Jadi ini adalah hasil pengembangan sendiri. Ada sekitar, kalau nggak salah, ada 60 butir pengujian yang dapat dilakukan. Dan jika chip kartu cerdas tersebut bisa lolos seluruh butir pengujian, maka dapat dipastikan sesuai untuk aplikasi KTP elektronik seperti itu. Tadi itu.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Dwidharma. Jadi mungkin selanjutnya berkaitan dengan pengujian tadi, Pak. Tadi kan ada beberapa jenis uji yang memenuhi ISO atau kan ada beberapa jenis pengujian. Nah, ini berarti di saat ini kan-nya masih berlaku pada saat itu, ini para mitra yang tadi menggunakan lisensi dari applet KTP itu, apakah juga otomatis melakukan pengujian dari beberapa pengujian, ada kontak, ada listrik statis dan sebagainya, itu di tempat Bapak?
Jadi seperti ini. Jadi kalau smart kartu cerdas itu adalah gabungan dari kartu dengan yang ada chipnya. Nah, untuk kesesuaian chip, misalnya untuk belangko KTP elektronik, pertama kali adalah dilakukan pengujian menggunakan aplikasi yang dikembangkan sendiri ini. Setelah chip diintegrasikan dengan kartu jadi kartu cerdas, pengujian dapat dilanjutkan dengan menggunakan metode uji dan alat uji yang sesuai dengan standar nasional Indonesia atau standar ISO. Misalnya menggunakan alat uji kartu cerdas nirkontak dengan metode uji ISO IC SNI ISO IC 10373 bagian 6 seperti itu. Jadi chipnya sendiri bisa diuji sesuai atau tidak, kemudian belangkonya bisa diuji apakah kualitas atau hasil produksinya itu sesuai dengan ketentuan standar atau tidak. Dan ruang lingkup pengujiannya pernah diakreditasi oleh kan, termasuk uji kesesuaian perilaku KTP elektronik seperti itu.
Baik, berarti untuk tadi misalkan partner dari Aero, dia membuat berapa juta kartu cerdas menggunakan teknologi dari yang dikembangkan oleh Pak Dwidharma. Apakah untuk pengujiannya sendiri dari sebanyak itu kartu itu juga dilakukan di tempat Bapak, atau mungkin masih di tempat lain karena ada kendala misalkan standarnya kurang atau gimana, atau memang semua sudah dilakukan oleh kita?
Misalnya untuk kasus Aero yang membawa chip Infineon, pertama kali adalah dilakukan pengujian menggunakan aplikasi uji kesesuaian perilaku chip KTP elektronik, karena tujuannya adalah untuk dijadikan belangko KTP elektronik. Setelah tahapan ini selesai dan chip diintegrasikan dengan kartu, maka dilakukan pengujian yang lainnya, yang tujuannya adalah untuk mengetahui kualitas dari produk kartu cerdas yang dihasilkan. Jadi yang chipnya sudah diintegrasikan dengan menjadi kartu seperti itu.
Ya, jadi sebenarnya potensinya sangat besar ya Pak Dwidharma untuk
Saat ini masih dilakukan pengujiannya, hanya saja sertifikat akreditasinya sudah tidak ada. Jadi ada kerjasama PKS antara BRIN atau ORE dengan Kementerian di Dukcapil ya, Kementerian Dalam Negeri, yang salah satu klausulnya adalah terkait dengan pengujian istilahnya pengujian kinerja dari belangko KTP elektronik yang akan menggunakan alat uji kartu cerdas kontak, kemudian alat uji listrik statis, selain itu alat uji, misalnya untuk readernya adalah alat uji reader kontak. Jadi ada PKS dengan Kementerian Dalam Negeri di Dukcapil untuk pengujian belangko KTP elektronik. Seperti itu. Dan alat ujinya adalah menggunakan ketiga alat uji ini. Sementara untuk chip, jika ada perusahaan lain atau prinsipal lain yang ingin melakukan berkontribusi di program nasional KTP elektronik, bisa difasilitasi dengan pengujian kesesuaian perilaku KTP elektronik. Jadi masih ada kontribusi yang bisa dihasilkan dari laboratorium ini. Dengan adanya PKS antara ORE dengan Kementerian Dalam Negeri di Dukcapil, seperti itu.
Baik, Pak Dwidharma, ini ada pertanyaan melalui chat dari Pak Harwianto. Beliau menyatakan bahwa ada pertanyaan, selain untuk meningkatkan kemampuan saat ini, apakah ada grand design atau target dari lab kartu cerdas ataupun dari riset kartu cerdas untuk 5, 10, bahkan 25 tahun ke depan? Pertanyaan beliau.
Baik, sebenarnya ada roadmap ya. Kami punya roadmap terkait dengan teknologi kartu cerdas. Tidak tahu apakah masih relevan atau tidak ya, sebentar perumusan misalnya. Tapi mungkin ini masih belum disesuaikan dengan BRIN. Jadi masih menggunakan logo yang lama ini. Intinya ada roadmap terkait dengan teknologi, riset dan inovasi, termasuk juga dengan fasilitas pengujian yang bisa dilakukan gitu. Potensi untuk misalnya melakukan pengujian yang sejenis menggunakan teknologi NFC seperti itu sebenarnya sudah ada dalam roadmap, tapi dulu belum diupdate, disesuaikan dengan kondisi saat ini seperti itu. Kalau diperlihatkan juga nanti roadmap-nya itu masih belum berlogo BRIN.
Baik, Pak Dwidharma, Pak Harwianto, mungkin jika ada pertanyaan lanjutan silakan. Tadi sudah dijawab mengenai roadmap-nya secara garis besar. Mungkin tadi ini Pak Dwidharma, kalau dari saya berarti artinya peningkatan atau pengembalian dari status akreditasikan itu sangat penting ya, terutama untuk menambah ya tadi jumlah klien atau mitra yang bisa bekerja sama dalam melakukan pengujian tersebut ya, Pak Dwidharma.
Betul sekali. Jadi coba saya mungkin di awal ya, baru awal terlalu cepat mungkin ya. Jadi ada lagi rencana untuk melakukan PKS dengan salah satu kementerian yang intinya adalah ingin menghasilkan sistem yang sama dengan yang ada di Kementerian Dalam Negeri di Dukcapil. Jadi akan ada kolaborasi riset untuk menghasilkan alat uji kesesuaian perilaku dari chip tertentu. Itu rencananya tahun depan. Jadi draft PKS-nya sudah di share, saling share, kemudian tinggal finalisasi untuk kerjasamanya seperti itu. Jadi tidak hanya dengan mitra yang saat ini atau tapi juga dengan instansi lain yang ingin melakukan kolaborasi yang membutuhkan teknologi kartu cerdas ini. Seperti itu.
Terima kasih Pak Dwidharma. Baik, saya rasa karena ini sudah 15 menit waktu untuk tanya jawabnya, dan mungkin nanti kalau ada pertanyaan lanjutan atau ingin diskusi, silakan bisa langsung ke Dr. Dwidharma mengenai kartu cerdas. Ya, hari ini kita sudah mendengarkan ya ada dua pembicara yang mempresentasikan tentang hasil-hasil riset dan juga development-nya yang berhubungan dengan embedded system ya saat ini. Mungkin tadi dari awal Jason mempresentasikan mengenai solusi-solusi yang dikembangkan oleh Aero dan partner-partnernya yang berhubungan dengan embedded system di bidang otomotif ya, otomotif yaitu mengenai motor control, battery management system dan sebagainya. Dan juga mungkin ada beberapa solusi yang memang belum disebutkan oleh beliau, ada juga di bidang IoT dan tadi wireless communication dan sebagainya. Saya rasa untuk komunikasi atau pembicaraan dengan Aero tadi itu menunjukkan bahwa sebenarnya kita dari sisi researcher memang selain kita mendesain sistem, kita juga harus tahu available supporting chipset atau komponen yang ada di industri itu seperti apa, sehingga ketika kita mendesain sistem itu sudah bisa sesuai dengan apa yang ada di market dan sudah bisa kita implementasikan ya dalam bentuk prototipe atau bahkan ke dalam sistem yang memang sudah ready to be kita lisensikan gitu ke industri. Mungkin tadi Mr. Jason sudah membuka peluang bahwa kerjasama antara riset, terutama di Pusat Riset Elektronika dengan rekan-rekan di industri, terutama Aero itu bisa dilakukan. Salah satunya ada tadi exchange of tadi reference design ya. Saya memang highlight karena memang kita sebagai desainer kadang-kadang memang tidak perlu melakukan desain from scratch ya dari awal, karena memang reference design itu sudah dibangun oleh tim-tim dari industri dan kita mungkin tinggal menyesuaikan saja beberapa parameter-parameter atau output yang diinginkan oleh sistem tersebut. Jadi itu tadi sudah dari industri kita dengar dari observation yang mungkin take home message yang tadi saya bisa tangkap itu adalah kita develop teknologi not just for profit something, but we should develop the technology to help people make a better life. Jadi itu membuat kehidupan jadi lebih baik. Itu adalah target atau filosofi dari pengembangan teknologi yang memang selalu harus kita ingat. Kemudian selanjutnya tadi dari untuk pembicara kedua kita dari Dr. Dwidharma mengenai potensi riset smart card dan juga laboratorium penunjang smart card yang memang kita sudah tahu sangat sekali bahwa pemanfaatannya di industri saat ini itu sudah demikian banyak, dan tadi Pak Dwidharma menjelaskan bahwa banyak request kerjasama dari kementerian atau mungkin dari BUMN, dari pihak-pihak lain mengenai pengembangan kartu cerdas ini. Jadi mungkin dari rekan-rekan riset yang memang tertarik untuk mensupport Pak Dwidharma di sistem kartu cerdas ini, mungkin silakan nanti berdiskusi dengan Pak Dwidharma agar proses riset pengembangan kartu cerdas di Indonesia bisa terakselerasi ya dengan tentunya BRIN sebagai pioneer. Mungkin seperti itu kira-kira kesimpulan dari saya. Terima kasih Pak Dwidharma, Pak Mr. Jason for the opportunity. Saya kembalikan ke Bu Kristanti sebagai MC. Silakan.
We would like to express our gratitude to Bapak Dr. Dwidharma, Bapak and Mr. Jason, and Bapak Dwi Eka Cahya for bringing us a very productive session today. Dengan berakhirnya sesi diskusi dan paparan materi webinar kali ini, kami mengucapkan, maka berakhirlah sudah webinar pada pagi hari ini. Kami mengucapkan terima kasih atas partisipasi aktif dan kontribusi dari seluruh pihak yang telah membantu terlaksananya webinar kali ini. Atas nama panitia yang bertugas, kami mohon maaf apabila ada hal yang kurang berkenan. Semoga apa yang telah tadi disampaikan oleh narasumber dapat menambah wawasan dan juga manfaat bagi kita semua. Kami undur diri, sampai berjumpa di webinar berikutnya. Selamat siang dan salam sehat selalu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Mr.
Terima kasih.
Jason
Thank
dan
you.
Bapak Dwidharma. Izin menutup ruangan, Bapak Ibu. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.